Hey y'all, in this speed build we are going to be building Nesta and Cassian. I'm going to delete all their layers and then do a speed build and talk you through how to design each of these designs for these Akatar inspired looks. First we're going to start with Nesta's design, and as you can see I put the Milan mask on her. She has the frozen shard earrings and necklace and the regular back braid, kind of like a French braid, to give her that look. And then to start off with, I added the squares that fade. I did some nude and some gray because I wanted her dress to have gray. And without the nude and the gray, it doesn't quite give the look that I wanted. You can do just the gray or just the nude if you want, but in order for her dress to blend with the V-neck and into the gray, I felt like this was the best route to go. And so I did that all the way down and around her shoulders with the gray and the nude color. And you had to do it multiple times to give it that look and to get it to reach where I wanted it to reach, because it had to be kind of small. And you see how it has like the nude and the gray, is so that way it will blend into the gray look that I want. I then added the square that fades also in gray at the bottom of the dress, as you can see here. And you would do that all the way around. And then you would do it on the sleeves, so that way it all looks cohesive and it gives that kind of sheer faded material look. And then you also do it at the waist, and then turn it downwards. This shape fades a little more gradual than the other square. There's two different squares that you can use that fades into the color that it's going to be. You will also do that all the way around, and then you will do the smaller shade fading up as well, so that way it blends into that gray going up. You will then do that on the shoulder to round it out on both sides. And then to give that solid V-neck look, you want to add a nude triangle, a skin color triangle, an upside down triangle to give it that look. And then you'll have to add some rectangles to go above the shoulders, so that way it gives little open shouldered some. And then you will do that to the back as well, to give it that kind of V in the back. And then you will add, I did a triangle on that side, on both sides, to give it that low back look. And then I added a star to give like that tattoo that went up her back, and you will have to mirror it because there is a crease or a separation line on the back of the dress. Then to get it to the dress to fade, you will then do the gray faded square, and you want it to be going up. And you'll do that on both sides to give it that cohesive look. And so it creates this little base layer for you to add your designs on top of. I then did the same design that I use on Favra and I use on Elaine's dress, and I put it in the middle because it gives that lacy look right in that area really well. I then added some swirls to the side, some giant ones, and then I mirrored them so that way they were together. I didn't want a lot of floral designs like I did on Favra's dress. I wanted hers to be a little more simple, a little more menacing looking, because she is Lady of Death, as we all know. I then added some other flourishes to the back, and I mirrored it just to give a little bit of design in the back. And then you will do that in the front to give it that cohesive look. And see how they bring them together? They just kind of blend well together. And then add the same flourish at the top of the dress to give it that lacy look around the edges and to kind of hide any imperfections with the base layer. You will then do it down the back to kind of get it to go around the sleeves to give that cohesive look again. And then you will do another one and mirror it at the back in the bum area. because it looks empty without it. And there you have, there is Our Lady of Death. Look how pretty it is. It turned out really well. Alright, so now we're going to move over to Cassian's look. Alright, so here we are starting with Cassian's look, and to get this look you have to switch over to the body style of a male. You want to start with the black tunic, and then you want the wings from the first Halloween Star Path, or you could have bought them in the premium shop. You might have some other wings that you might could use, but these to me look the best with the talons on the top. I also did hazel eyes, and then I gave him some decent style lips and some kind of menacing eyebrows to give that look. Alright, so first you're going to start with adding these designs from either the flourishes or the floral area, and that gives kind of like that zipper look down. Then you're going to go in with brown rectangles, and you're going to piece it in and try to bring it to a V, so that way you can give it that vest look to look like his Illyrian leathers. You're then going to add triangles to the shoulders to look like kind of shoulder pads that go with his leathers. And you're going to have to make those look cohesively and like they are over all of his shoulder. And you have to piece it around the back to get it to work right. Alright, you then will go in with that flourish or that design because it gives that kind of tribal Illyrian leather type look that I was going for, and you would put it on both shoulders. And you just kind of move it around to get it to fit your design however you want it to look. You can use whatever design you want to there. Those work best because they take up the most space, and this design is kind of difficult to make if you're not using a modded account because this does use all the layers. And then to also kind of give it that shoulder pad look, you're going to add in those little leather stars to give that black underneath instead of like buckles. And then you're going to have to go through and add circles to each shoulder, and since there are separations into the shirt, you're going to have to add multiple circles for each shoulder. It is 3 on each shoulder, and you want to color them red for the siphons. You then go in on the neck with that same design but in the brown, so that way it kind of goes in with the leathers and stitching. And then you're going to go in the bottom to give it that faded look, and it's going to go around the back side. And then you'll have a solid, so that way it kind of looks like it fades into the black and like it's black leather on the back. Now you might can choose different designs to make it a little easier. And then you will add those designs to the front, and looks like there are leathers going, or there's stitching to keep the leathers together. For a battle is what I was looking for. And then you're going to add another circle in the middle, and you're going to go over the circles with the hexagon like shape to make it look like siphons. And then on his shoulders you're going to have to do the curved lines to get it to go around as best you can to make it look like his siphons. And they're going to add that same flourish at the bottom to make it look like the bottom of his leathers being sewed together almost like a belt. And there you have it. There is Cassian's look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.